Yes, and we are live here now. I have this celebrity here. It's a famous doctor. I already told you that. And now he is on the line, and I'm going to have him say hello. Why don't you go ahead and say hello to everyone, doctor?
Hello?
Now, listeners, can you tell by the voice? Go ahead and tell them who you are.
Dr. Phil.
It's Dr. Phil, everyone. I have Dr. Phil here on the line. Dr. Phil, you're live on VVC Sports.
How's it going?
It's going great, Doc. This is Michigan, man, and I'm glad to have you here.
Where are you from?
I'm. That's a good question. I'm actually from Florida. A lot of people think that I'm from Michigan because of the name Michigan Man, but no, I'm actually from Florida.
So do you have like a job?
I do. I'm the host here at VVC Sports.
What do you do?
Well, I just talk about sports, interview people. You can check us out, VVCSports.com, on Wednesday nights. It's on Wednesday nights. VVC Radio is on Monday through Sunday, actually now, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Make sure you check us out if you get a chance, Dr. Phil. But listen, I have a question here for you that I actually like to ask, and I think the people out here want to know, and that is, are you a real doctor?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't think I understand. I mean, what do you mean maybe? I mean, are you telling me you don't know?
I don't know anything.
What do you mean you don't know anything? Hold on now. I'm just asking, are you a doctor? You saying maybe, basically telling me that you're not a doctor, and that's not good, Dr. Phil. I mean, the people, come on your show because you're a doctor, right?
Get over it.
Well, hold on, Dr. Phil. If you say you're a doctor, then and you have people coming to your show, but now you're telling me basically that you're not a doctor, and you got to realize that that people do look up to you, and pretty much now they're going to be kind of mad at you,
And tell me why.
because you have a hit show, and you call yourself Dr. Phil. You
Nobody
realize?
really cares.
Of course they care. That's why they tune into your show, because they expect, Dr. Phil, now you're starting to get on my bad side here. Listen, they expect some professional help when they come on your show, and so now they're mad. I'm sure they're mad. So I mean, I'm giving you the opportunity now. Like, what do you have to say to those that are mad that are listening to this interview right now?
Quit being mad at me and just love me again.
I mean, it's kind of hard. You're gonna have to give more than that, Dr. Phil. I mean, come on now.
Well, let me ask you something.
You want to ask me something? I mean, okay, go ahead. What do you want to ask me?
Tell me how you feel about that.
I'm starting to get upset a little bit. I am, because it sounds like you're playing this doctor mumbo jumbo stuff on me. And I want some straight answers, and I think the people deserve some straight answers, because right now you're kind of looking like a fraud.
And let me just be honest with you.
All right, go ahead.
I don't care about you.
Now, see, that's the problem right there. See, I'm speaking for the people, and right now the people are upset, and that's going to hurt you, Dr. Phil, in the long run. So I don't think you want to, make comments like that.
I deserve to be treated better than this.
No, actually not, Dr. Phil. You kind of deserve to be treated a little worse at this point, but I'm being nice.
He who yells loudest and last ain't right.
Well, I understand that, Dr. Phil.
You know what? I'm not some schmo here.
Actually, that's exactly what you're kind of acting like right now, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, you got to lighten up a little bit to get along in this world.
Oh, I'm the one that has to lighten up, right? I have to lighten up, Dr. Phil.
Right now, you're really playing the victim.
Okay, here's that doctor.
I think you like being a victim because it's easier for you to rebel.
You have all the right lines. I see you practice these lines pretty well. That's what you do for the show, right?
And I really do want you to consider one more thing. And that is, I want you to really, really, really search your heart and try to forgive yourself for everything that has transpired thus far.
Listen, I'm okay. You need to search your heart. That's the thing. That's the whole issue.
Let me ask you something.
Okay. What do you have to ask me now?
Are you mad?
I'm starting to get angry right now. You know.
What are you so angry about?
About the fact that you call yourself a doctor. You're a fraud. You're Dr. Fraud. That's what they need to start calling you, the Dr. Fraud Show. You know, maybe more people will kind of tune in if they know the truth. So I don't know, you know, but I'm upset about this, and I'm sure the people are upset. And once this gets out, it's going to be an uprising.
But that's not what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but this is what I'm talking about. The fact that you are not a real doctor. Now you're being exposed. I'm glad it's been done here. You know, I'm glad we got a chance to have this interview. But right now, I'm getting very upset. So upset. You know, I'm actually starting to, like, I don't know, get a headache or something. This is really.
Do you torture small animals?
I do not torture small animals. Why would I torture small animals?
Are you taking medication?
For what? For what, Dr. Phil? I guess the question would be, are you taking medication?
Does it sound like a logical thing to do?
For you to take medication, maybe. For me, no. I'm good. I'm good.
Do you realize that this is a big problem?
I realize that I probably shouldn't have called you. You know, that was probably the problem.
Are
right
you
there.
like a stalker or something?
I'm not. I'm not stalking you, Dr. Phil. I'm not stalking anyone. That's a crazy question.
Do you think about dying?
Okay, now you're going to stop asking me all these questions because this is my interview for you. I'm supposed to ask you some questions. Okay? I mean, you got that? Dr. Phil?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah.
See there? Listen, I think we're going to have to go, Dr. Phil. I can't continue this any longer.
Remember what I said.
And what's that, Dr. Phil?
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
No, it's probably going to be a changing day in your life, Dr. Phil. I can be sure that.
You got to grow up.
No, I'm fine. I am fine.
How about when this is over, we go do a little Coke?
Unless you're talking about Coca-Cola, how about no? Because that's illegal, and you should know that. And anyways, I don't do drugs, so I mean, come on.
You know, I didn't just come in on a load of turnips. I know that.
On a load of turnips. Listen, you, Dr. Phil, I'm going to have to go. Okay, this is the end of this conversation. I enjoyed it, sort of, I guess, whatever.
Thanks for your call.
Yeah, whatever.
Get over it.
You get over it, jerk.